Good evening, Harleen. Welcome to this open discussion today in Amazing Life. So,
Thank you very much.
so the topic for today, as we have already discussed, is about a very sensitive topic that we want to address today
Right.
through our open discussion here. The topic is very loud and clear. It's about
Mhm.
the security of our children today. And how, as a parents, we can
Right.
safeguard the security of our children. And in view of the recent case that we are following in social media or through media, is about
Right.
a very odious case that happened, unfortunately,
But
in our country.
obviously, it's very,
And
very
never to mention
brutal,
about it.
very hard.
Yeah, it's a very brutal one.
Right.
So I just wanted to open this discussion by your thought about the topic today: empowering our children, strategies for parents and guardians to
Mhm.
safeguard against abuse and build resilience in the face of societal evils. So I just wanted to have your thought. Then I will come back and I'll talk about, we can have a
Yeah,
kind of discussion together. Yeah, over to
sure.
you,
Yeah.
Harpreet.
What I think is whatever has happened was not actually good. It was not in any light. It's not at all bearable. And I think the reason behind this is that the mindset of people have changed a lot. And maybe the women are not feeling safe anywhere, not in the workplace, nowhere at home also. The girls, the women, even the male children, they are also at stake. Like they are falling prey to all these things happening. So I think we need to empower women, like for their own safety. I know the responsibility lies on the whole society, the males and females. But the thing is, like I think females should be more aware and alert about the situations they are in. Wherever they go, they should take care of themselves, be alert about their environment, carry the helpline numbers, or actually try to be in a safer zone, I think. But that is not the issue because you cannot safeguard yourself always. What I think is that we need to train our boys and girls both to face such a situation coming along. And males, the boys should also be trained to respect and give protection to the female colleagues, female friends, whosoever they meet, apart from their family members, female family members. That's it.
So
What do you think?
coming back to the topic again. So we are talking
Mhm.
about what are the
Safety of our
things, yeah,
kids.
what are the things that today, as when we are parenting alpha generation people or Gen Z, uh, you know
Mhm.
uh, things as guardians or as parents, or in the entire society, what is the responsibility of us, so that we can educate our children or educate our younger one of the evils that is going to happen,
Responsible.
and how we are going to protect, or how we are going to safeguard these things, that it does not happen to us or our people who are
I,
connected to
I think
us.
everybody is responsible. Everybody is responsible to give that proper atmosphere to the kids. The parents, the educators, school authorities, and the neighborhood, everybody. Like in previous times, in earlier times, when we go back into 70s, 80s, when we were kids, we were taken care of by everyone, not just parents. Our neighbors also knew about where we are going, if they looked after our safety. I think the same thing should be there in the society because the society is segregating. The people are just concerned about their own safeties, about their
That the people have to come to street to voice
right.
their rights, or especially the protectors, the doctors, in fact, who
Right.
have been working
Mhm.
as warriors in the COVID time. We have seen how they worked with us and have helped us to
Right.
come out of this situation. Now, uh, point what I'm saying, if doctors today are protesting and there is a, a, a kind of mass shift towards people who are coming to roads and protesting regarding it, what exactly we
regarding this.
are looking for it with a protest like this, or what people are looking for it? Are we looking for the external securities or the society to change, or we are basically looking towards a shift in the governance, or are we basically fighting against ourselves? What exactly is the objective?
Actually,
If I look into the all the things that is happening, the social media throughout the country, if you look into the mass rallies and the protests that are going, what exactly
right.
we are looking for it? Is it basically out of our societal system? We are seeking for help from the government, or if it is something that a change that we are looking forward towards ourselves? What is the
I
message
think it's
actually
a
we want
blend
to
of
give?
everything. It is a blend of everything. We need better laws against all such acts which are happening in society. We need better security system. We need better social norms, whichever we're going, they should be changed. Like it is a blend of everything you have said. Like safety matters, law and order, then the security issues at the workplaces, also the society, the change that society needs. It is, I think, high rise of these cases is putting a light that somewhere the law and order is not as required. It should be stricter, or maybe the rules and regulations followed by the workplaces should also be better. In case of female employees, they should be more vigilant, they should be more careful, there should be proper cameras or whatever, like whomsoever they are hiring. I think it's a blend of everything. Like everything is at stake right now. Everything needs to be changed,
And let us
not
come
just
to a
one thing.
point. I will give my views regarding it, but since you have started the discussion over here, so I just wanted to ask you, since you have been into education, you are an educator, you have been working with
Mhm.
children in the kindergarten, and what message do you want to give to all the educators who are basically working with the bloomers, or the kids, in fact, to inculcate into very early toddler stage, early stage, so that when they grow up, they become mature citizens, as well as they are aware of these things, and they can prevent this kind of thing in the society in a larger part. So,
Look, there is very
what is the
simple,
message? Yeah.
simple technique that we use is sharing and caring. At the very early age, if we start grooming our kids to share, to care for each other, to share the responsibilities, to do work together, I think that will inculcate better human gestures in both of the genders, not just girls but boys also. I think that is the best way we can do, because at our school also we do the same thing. If somebody is hurt, it's not only the teachers who will take care of the person, but of the child, but the children are also told to take care of each other. If somebody is fallen, you have to pick them up. So I think at tender age like 3, 4, 5, 6, sharing and caring is the best way. And when the kids are growing up at, say, they are in teens, then the school has a responsibility to actually conduct such sessions with them, where they should know how to behave in society, to know how to the boys how they have to behave with the girls in situations, in different situations. There can be role plays, there can be simple small skits and dramas which they can play in school. By simple ways, we can actually make them go in that situation and think. That will give them a proper critical thinking part of them will be developed regarding the social situation, like how they have to behave when they're out there with the ladies, with the girls of their class or their other friends, and otherwise. Because we see that boys and girls are working together, they are studying in co-education, and nowadays everything is very open. Like they are very friendly, not like in the past, like 70s, 80s. The girls used to be different and boys used to be in different schools. There were boys' schools and girls' schools. Now it's not like that. They are studying together. So being together, it is easier for the educators, for the schools to do this thing. because they are there in front of them. I think so. That will help.
Most important part is the accountability. It's very important whether it
Mm-hmm.
is
Right.
the institution or it is whether it is an organization, it's the educational institution or
Correct.
it is a family institution. People should be
Mm-hmm.
accountable of things that happen uh, into their vicinity actually, because if we
Right.
work in silos or if we think that okay, what matters if it's happening with others, I am safe. So I think that part, I
Mm-hmm.
think the people are going towards very micro nucleated thought process where people are struggling with themselves without worrying about the ecosystems ahead. Accountability is very important. If something is happening in my neighborhood, I should be accountable for that, for not being aware of it and not to participate
Absolutely.
into into helping the society understand what is happening. We are just the audiences in the crowd. Sometimes we
Right.
feel that okay, why should
Mm-hmm.
we come into it? But the point is, now when we are at street finding out, for a solution, it is a high time in the society,
Mm-hmm.
at least in the southern part of this, or in
Right.
our country, like in Asia, you can see there is a very
Mm-hmm.
unrest from everywhere. You can see there is an unrest, there's a street protest going on
Right.
in the neighborhood countries, and people have now basically got
Correct.
a very easy way to put their voice and come outside and
Mhm.
voice them. Social media, you
Right.
can voice you can always condemn about
Yes.
the system. That's fine,
Absolutely.
the
Right.
system is really accountable, they have to be answerable for whatever happens. But
Exactly. Right.
moving inward, it is also very important from the point of view of each one of us. uh, this was very
Hmm.
unfortunate situation that had happened. Yeah, I have no comments regarding what is, because it is really very unfortunate, can happen with anybody, unavoidable. But saying so, what we can do as parents or guardian or the flag bearers of the society is very important. First is to spend
Yeah.
time with our children and understand them,
Right.
understand understand what
Mm-hmm.
type of thinking or the thought process they are developing, because this
They are
generation is
developing.
very
Right.
disruptive. They are having a lot of
Mm-hmm.
challenges. They have got mental issues. They have got a lot of things. They are more into the social medias, internet, and there are a lot of things that they learn from there,
Right.
and what type of agility they are developing in their mindset, and what type of behavior aspects they are learning from the entire uh, information they are collecting. It's beyond the imagination of any educator or any psychologist or any
Mm.
person who are along with them. It's very unpredictable at moment of time.
Correct.
And since we are in a very diverse kind of demography in this country, and everybody has a different kind of societal norms, everybody has a very
Mm-hmm.
different kind of thought process. The family cultures are different. Everything is different, but at the same time, we are united at a very particular thing, that we have to safeguard our young youth. That is very important. India is one of
Exactly.
the fastest
Right.
growing youth in the world. We have a huge
Absolutely.
youth population, and we have to
Mm-hmm.
safeguard. And the very one thing is that I would like to tell about how we can do it. My perspective is, first is to be aware of the situations that is happening, voice,
Right.
talk to the people, don't talk to the people about, if you see anything, discuss about
Mm-hmm.
it. And uh, and
Correct.
I think that is the best way out, coming out of this issue, keeping
Absolutely. People escape from such discussions to have such discussions. The escapism is not required. People should come out and talk about it. True.
so that is what now the next point, we will wrap this discussion in next 5 minutes. So see, what are the things that, as today, as parents, as guardians, we can educate, or we can tell the people in order to have a preventive maintenance of to our female children, or with
Mhm.
respect to, in fact, the elders also, they are very vulnerable. The old citizens are going
A
there also for.
common basic respect should be shown to everyone actually. Right.
So let's conclude this discussion with some of the takeaways. I mean, I want you to list 5 points that we should come up with this discussion, that we can carry this discussion with a larger panel. Today, this is an introductory session that we are having, and we will be having a lot of other sessions of this. We will discuss in a larger panel. So, what are the
Right.
5 takeaways that we can have, and what are the things that we can discuss further in next sessions with larger panels? We can have the views
We
from them.
can, of course, we can talk about the how to condition the kids for a better tomorrow as they grow up. Then there are how to tackle them in this kind of situation of over use of social media, how to use it correctly, and obviously train them about situations when they are in a situation. How should they behave and how should they be able to be independently handle those situations, right? And then I think these points are
So,
all. Or you want to add?
so in conclusion, I think what you have said is to overall assess the entire challenges that we are having, and to take proper actions before things happen, to understand the
Correct.
changes in our lifestyles, or in the behavior of our life that is happening, adopt to new things, adopt technology as something that will help us,
That is useful. Yeah.
right?
Which is
Technology
useful, not
useful,
destructive. Yeah.
right? The very important thing that I think that we should discuss in a larger panel is how collectively we can work together in order to make a difference in the society, so that we can
Right.
we can avoid this kind of situation to happen with our near and dear ones. That is important. So we are not
Sure.
talking about a collective
Right.
thing that is a part of the entire.
Entire discussion. Yeah.
What is happening today is very unfortunate,
True.
and if there are governance that is going to take the cognizance of it, that is very unfortunate. But we are talking about something that the lessons to learn from this. Whenever there happens, these kind of situation
Hmm.
happens, there is always a kind of you know we have to take a lesson. We have to stop, think. Okay,
Exactly. Right.
so
People
we have
should
to
learn. People
learn.
should learn and actually try to improvise the situations,
So
not actually let
we
them
can
happen
discuss for
again.
hours, condemn the situation, condemn the system, condemn the people. We can talk a lot of things which are happening, like a TV debate or
Right.
something. We are not here to debate, but we are here to actually find out a solution within a common
Absolutely.
perspective
Right.
of a common man like me and
Exactly.
you and other people. How
Sure.
we collectively can do, and if we have any questions, we can communicate with each other and find out a solution. I think that was an amazing
Sure.
discussion, and thank you once again to be in this live
Yeah. Thank
live
you very much for
podcast in a
having me.
very short span of time. We decided to have it because it was very necessary for us to
Sure.
come, and we want to have a global discussion. I think this is not a problem which is confined to this part of the country. It is a global issue. It is an issue that is going
Right.
throughout the world, and
Absolutely.
we want, because this our community is an inclusive community where we talk about things. We learn from different people. We learn from different cultures. We learn from different kind of situation people
Correct.
are going through.
Situation.
How we
Right.
can change the perspective of life. Thank you once again, and have an
Sure.
amazing life.
Thank you. Thank you.